born out in Tazewell County, Virginia, and when I was in second grade, we moved to Alexandria. I grew up in Alexandria. First job I ever got paid for was probably selling tomato plants door to door. My parents always reinforced any entrepreneurial activity. And I sold Christmas cards door to door, personalized Christmas cards. I guess I was in the direct mail business pretty early. No, my family was involved in politics. Politics was a common dinner table conversation. My grandfather and father were, paid a lot of attention to politics. And so at Emory and Henry, it was the 9th District of Virginia where Congressman Bill Wampler was the congressman. So I started working in his campaign and started a college Republicans club on campus at Emory and Henry. Came to Richmond in 1969 to work in the campaign of Governor Linwood Holton. Fell in love with Richmond and VCU. That's when I enrolled in VCU. I was co-chairman of the Young Virginians for Holton, and that was before the 18-year-old vote. So I had the opportunity to set up mock elections on campuses, Virginia college campuses. But during the campaign and during previous campaigns, I worked in direct mail fundraising for the campaigns, and I thought it was really interesting that you could do things like change the wording on the outside of an envelope, and response rates would be different. And political campaigns, there was a lot of adrenaline associated with it, a lot of young people, a lot of passion involved in it, and I think that drew me to it. It was really quite an honor, but I knew I wasn't cut out for that kind of work. I wanted to start my own business, and I wanted to use research to direct mail campaigns. Well, it was one college with Hampton-Sydney in 1989. The next year it was 3, the next year it was 6, the next year it was 12, the next year it was 26. I remember those numbers. At that point, it became clear to me that this was something I really, really enjoyed, working with colleges and universities. We hear a lot of stories from admissions directors and admissions staffers about the young people that have been recruited that had never heard of their school or had never thought about going to college until they received an email or a letter from Royall and Company on behalf of that college. I think it should be apparent to anyone that's been here at Royall Company 5 minutes that my philosophy is to hire people smarter than I am. It's just the most special place I can imagine working, and I think a lot of other people feel that way.
So we look for persuasive people, and many times that's a personality characteristic and also a learned behavior. And the other is that they have to have a commitment to service. We want people that feel service to others is a priority. So our opportunity to work with VCU on this new project for the ICA, the Institute for Contemporary Art, was really kind of, I would say, a no-brainer for Bill and me because we both love VCU.
It all goes back to what brought me to Richmond in the first place, to work with someone to make change. And I wouldn't say that Pam and I are so much philanthropists as we are investors. We invest in opportunities to affect change.
In our way, whether it's through financial support or just personal engagement, we can support the careers, the future of young art students, young emerging artists, those that are living during our lifetime that we can touch and experience. And I think that's the hallmark for us of contemporary art, is that we actually get to know the people and we can have an impact on their future.
Well, I think other than clients, there have been a lot of people that have looked out for me and advised me and taken care of me over the years. I really don't think of legacy because I don't think I'm finished, and who knows what will happen next. Love what I'm doing. Love this company. Love the VMFA, the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts, and VCU, and some of the other causes that Pam and I are involved in. We're having a lot of fun, and I hope the legacy of this company, of Royall & Company, is that we'll continue to help students find the right colleges.